Fact or fiction, you picked your poison.
Testing 1 2 1 2. Chad, good morning, baby. Hope you guys are doing well. Sorry, my hearing is a little bit. This one ear didn't equalize, so everything sounds a little bit soft in my ear, but that's fine. Bonang, good morning, my brother. How are you this morning?
I'm well, sir. Good morning. How are you?
Good, man. How was the weekend?
Smooth. Very, very smooth, sir. Can't complain.
Alrighty, Chad. How's the weekend? Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. Just want to check here. One, two, yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay, Chad. We are going to get this week going. It is Q4, if I'm not mistaken. Last quarter of the year, so let's get stuck in. Let's get back to work. Hope everyone had a good weekend. But as always, if you are new to the channel, we are going to start off this week with a prayer. So I'm going to ask you guys to please bow your heads and let's just pray here. Father, we come to you humbly this morning and at the start of this week, and we just want to give you this week, Lord, and we want to pray that you will be with us, that you will guide us, and that you will lead us. We pray for your hand of blessing, protection over us, our businesses, everything we put our hand to. Father, I pray that you will bless it. You say in your word that which is blessed cannot be cursed, Father, and thank you that those that are in you, we cannot be cursed. It is impossible, and we just want to thank you for that, Lord. Also want to pray for people that are facing trials and tribulations, Lord, that they can know they can come to your throne, and the power of prayer still exists. And even if they have a tiny little bit of faith, the word says that even with the faith the size of a mustard seed, you can move mountains, Lord. And even if we come to you with a little bit of faith, Lord, you can still work with that. And we want to thank you. We want to thank you for each and everyone joining us here every single day, morning and afternoon, Lord. We just pray that you will be with them as well. And we pray this and we ask this not because we deserve it, because we are not deserving of anything good, but yet your mercies and your graces are new every single day. And we pray this and we ask this in the mighty name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. If you believe this, Chad, you can drop a big amen. Amen. Chad, let's get straight into it. Let's see what is on the deck for today. So nothing much. We just have some speakers. ECB's Lane speaking. We've got some Centix investor confidence. We've got some Euro retail sales coming out at around about 11 a.m. So that's a red folder there. So if you are trading some Euro pairs, just be on the lookout. Then Christine Lagarde and Governor Bailey as well. I think they could be at some type of conference. Yes, Scotland's Global Investment Summit in Edinburgh, Scotland. Okay. National Day in China. I don't know, do we have anybody here speak a Chinese? No. Let's just see. Kigalezi there. Keegs, unfortunately, no horn here. I'll give you maybe a little blast of the horn here. But National Day in China. And that's relatively it, Chad. And then I believe this Friday we've got NFP. So that, just give me one sec. NFP this Friday. Yes. Okay. So NFP is set to be this. No. Wait. Jobless claims. Okay, we don't have a date yet for, I believe it was supposed to be this Friday the 10th. But anyways, Chad, NFP is still to be released. Or was it released? Bonang, was it released on Friday?
No.
No NFP. Okay. But yeah, Chad, we're going to have a look out for that. And we're going to jump straight into the charts. Starting off the weekly, let's quickly blitz through it. Dollar on the weekly, as mentioned last week, I was weirdly enough bullish. A little bit of a gap up on this week and still relatively range bound. Dollar is struggling for direction. I don't know if you guys can see this, but a lot of top wicks here. Dollar trying to rebound, but dollar bear is just constantly pushing it down. So what you can see is that we are in this wider weekly range. And currently we're just sitting above the 50% of that range. Okay. So I'm going to say we need to monitor this mid-range. Okay. Let's just call it mid-range. Okay. This mid-range is going to basically tell us whether we're going to continue up to fill out the range to the upside or whether we are going to continue down. Okay. On the daily, nice little gap up there. Nice little consolidation hold here. As you guys can see, this is the level I spoke about last week on Thursday. And I said if we can hold that level, we can continue bullish. And that's what's going to happen now. A little bit of a gap still open, but that is none of our concern as of yet. So what I'm looking at, there's that mid-range of the week. That's a level that we need to monitor. And we are looking relatively bullish when we close this gap. I don't know. But currently looking at Asia highs and looking at where the daily flip is. Previous daily high all the way down there. So while we hold above this area right here, I'm going to say that we are still overall bullish. Okay. But for now, we're just going to see what the dollar is going to do, whether we continue with this nice little uptrend. And we're going to see where we trade at a little bit later. US 30 on the weekly, beautiful, solid weekly bullish candle closure. So this bearish weekly candle closure was purely just a pause candle, and we are bullish. A little bit of a gap up. I think there's no bottom. Oh, there is a bottom wick. So we do have a little bit of a gap open. I'm going to expect some type of weekly wick fill. And also that daily wick fill. We could also come all the way back down here, retest this breakout area, but for now we are solidly bullish. How can we attack this market going into the session? A little bit of a gap open here, so that is a real open gap right there. And what I would love to see is that if we can come into this daily flip Asia low area, maybe even do something like that, a little bit of an EQ play, and then continue higher. So that's what I want to see. Currently nothing jumping out where we are now. So I'm going to say I'm going to have to wait and see what is going to happen there. If we start to reject that area, I can go bearish. But if we hold, that could be a nice bullish move to the upside. So nothing for me as of yet. Weekly on NASDAQ, same thing, nice and bullish, going for that wick fill. Nice little breakout. Can potentially on indices have something like this, where this is a fake out and this entire weekly candle goes bearish engulfing, and that was the fake out. But up until then, we are going to stick with the bullish momentum we can see. And then on the daily time frame, a little bit of a pause candle, still holding above that area right there. So cannot be bearish based off one daily candle. And I can start to get bearish on the daily if today's daily candle closes bearish as well. What's going to happen then is we are going to close back inside of this range, and we're going to come all the way back down there. Okay, so a little bit of a neutral outlook on NASDAQ. Looking at where we are trading at now, Asia eyes just above the point of control, also have a gap open here. So I'm going to say potentially the aggressive position here is short, maybe something like this, faking out of Asia, then coming back into the range, that is the potential. Otherwise, sitting on my hands here on NASDAQ for this morning. Gold, super bullish. It has been absolutely one way. If you look at the weekly, we've had 2, 4, 6, 8. This is going to be the 8th week if we close bullish. Just one way momentum to the upside. So it's been relatively straightforward. Daily on Friday, I took a little cut. Keegan would tell you, took a little cut, unfortunately nipped out and then it ran, but I was bullish on Friday. Friday's candle close, breakout to the upside. Jeremy, hey, beautiful. Amina, I saw you there as well. Guys coming through with the donuts there, really appreciate it. Gold is still bullish for me. There is our daily breakout on gold. While we trade above the previous daily high, I'm going to be a bull on this market. And how can we execute on this? Already 2 standard deviations above the daily average. I'm going to say I would love a test of this average daily range right there. Something like this, come into that average daily range, hold that, and then go back to 2 standard deviations. Already $40 up on the day. So that's what I'm looking for on gold. Not going to short it. Even if I miss a short all the way down, I can only really start looking at shorts if this 200 EMA starts to do something like this. And a little bit later, we start to reject that. Then I can go short. But up until then, I'm in buy mode. I'm not going to go against the trend here. German 30 on the weekly. Let's quickly have a look here. Weekly, very, very bullish. Okay. Can we say that this is now official breakout out of this weekly range? We thought that this was the breakout previously. I don't know if you guys remember. That was our first weekly candle closure outside of the range, and then it failed to hold outside. Now again, are we officially breaking out of this range? I don't know. This week is going to confirm whether we are breaking out or whether we are just breaking back in. I would expect something similar to a candle looking like this for this week. See that candle there, because this was a massive drive to the upside. Okay, but nonetheless, we are leaning towards a bullish market here. Daily as well, a little bit of a pause candle there. How deep can we pull back? Because effectively on the daily now, if I pull this zone right there, you can see a lot of rejection in this area right there. Okay, look at that. And Friday's daily candle closure failed to close outside of that zone. So if we reject that zone, I do think we can correct at least to the 38.2, maybe even the 50. Your 38.2 is going to sit somewhere there. So that is something to monitor going into the day. Looking on the lower time frames, let's quickly see what is happening on the lower time frames. There's your 200 EMA. There's your point of control. There's your daily flip. So very, very simple here for me, even though we haven't taken Asia highs. If we reject this area, shorts can definitely be good. Okay, and then after that, previous daily low, that's going to be the level to monitor. I do think if we start breaking that previous daily low and we hold below it, we can see a lot of momentum to the downside. Okay, as much as we want to sell from there, that is also where we can start looking at potential buys if we start holding above. Okay, so that's going to be our flip zone for the session. But Chad, that is my rapid fire analysis. I'm going to head over to Bonang's screen and let's see what Bonang is cooking for us here this morning.
Thank you. Good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing?
Lyndon, thank you so much, my brother. Sorry, Chad, and before we start, just a little disclaimer. Kindly note that these streams are purely for educational and entertainment purposes only. We do suggest you consult with your financial advisor before making any financial decision. As trading carries a large amount of risk that may not be suitable to all investors, and for that reason, we ask that you take due diligence and care when trading. Thank you so much for your cooperation this morning.
All right. Everyone, hope you are doing well. How many likes do we have? Guys, let it be a norm to press. Can you imagine we don't have 100? Press that like button, please.
150, yeah?
It's 150 now.
No, I said it's 86. 150 before Bonang kicks us off here.
Can you imagine?
150, Chad.
Let's go. It's very simple. The off course. Come on, guys. Shoot, they are pushing now. It seems like the chat forgets to click a like. Not that they can't. They literally forget.
Think they forget?
Yeah, they forget. Darren, how are you, my brother? Are you well?
Come on.
Shoo, Jeremy. 700 this morning. Too much money, eh? Chai.
I might not even trade today.
Hey.
Money has already been made.
That's a TP there.
That's money already cooked, Chad.
I'm telling you. Shoo. Already in gold since Friday, guys. Hope everybody. Did you like the stream? $120, guys. Let's go. At least if we can go to 30 more. It's not like it's too difficult. If you are watching on a phone, on a television, log in on your phone. Show some love and support to the G's. Cheese all the way. Cheese all the way. $1K prop account. Sheesh. $1K, no. $20 more. It's your first day on stream, lucky. Oh, wonderful. Please subscribe and like. Very interesting stream. One of the best in the world. There's no any other stream than this one. 2G's trading.
Come on, no man.
Two G's to the world. Yes. Ten more likes to go. Just 10. Chris,
Yo.
somebody hears your name on chat. He says he discovered 2Gs last week. He's loving it.
Hey, beautiful, my brother. I'm glad that you are enjoying it. Chat, if you are new, let me know in the chat section. Sometimes forget that feel so familiar with the majority of you guys. Feels like the office, Bonang.
Yes, sir.
Feels like our daily office, and it does start to feel like a family.
Smoothness all the way.
Just check here. There we go. Okay, that is the post for the day done. 5 more minutes to the open. Okay.
46.
Four more likes.
4 more likes to go.
If you are a mentor and you're watching it, there's no shame in liking the stream.
We won't even see it, you.
Yeah, it's like it, subscribe.
Just reveal yourself.
And the beauty, if your mentor subscribes, Bonang, they don't have to every time when they get to YouTube type in 2G's training. They can just hit the bell icon as well.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So you can just be notified of when the stream starts. Okay.
becomes very smooth for you.
Very easy and simple. Let's quickly see the likes. 156, Bonang. You
Beautiful.
can kick it off there.
We are done. Thank you so much. All right, guys. What we have on our screen is the NAS 100, NASDAQ, US Tech, based on brokerages throughout all the world. I want you to look at something here. On Friday, we had a very accurate trade there, all the way to the keys on. Boom, TP hit. That's a W there. Well deserved. No kululu, no kalala on this one. US 30. I mean on NASDAQ. Now, looking at the market range for the day, today we are bearish on this trade. We are bearish. This is our trading range for the day. We're expecting the market to come down all the way to 24,678. That is our projected TP somewhere here. This one here is our projected TP. Nevertheless, currently the price opened with a gap to the up, and it was targeting the previous value, which is the previous closing price. Price is currently sitting at least at a level of a previous close somewhere there. I'm short, already running shorts from this key area of interest here, which is the PRV. Already running sales there. No stop loss as usual. And I will be looking to add a second trade at a key zone, which is my resistance 24,958. Provided we don't reach that price, then I'm expecting this price to go all the way down to this TP. I'm still bearish on this one. Freshly added a trade there this morning. Jumping into US 30. US 30. All right, this year was a loss. On Friday, we took sales. Sales didn't play out. Actually, from the TP, the market made a U-turn all the way up. This is the main reason why I usually say trading when a TP has already been fulfilled has always been risky at all. So you can see the market went all the way to the take profit of the 29th. That is an all-time high price, creating new all-time high price, which is 47,049. Currently, the market is sitting at a rangy zone. Nevertheless, this US30 is a bullish market today. So this is a scenario where we are bullish on US30 and we are bearish on NASDAQ. So we'll see how this goes and how that moves. Nevertheless, I'm still holding sales that I took on Friday, simple because of the criteria that the take profit is within my range. This buy TP is within my range, it's not outside my range. So it's still giving me more strength or confirmations that we're still likely going to continue going down. So I expect this market to decline wherever it's sitting to at least this previous close somewhere here, and then we can look for buys at a later stage. If this price continues going up, it could
Bonang,
be.
sorry man.
Yes,
Chad, I am going long right here on gold. Stop is going to be 52 and take profit is going to be 52. Executed right here at the open. Just want to quickly 52. Okay, sorry Bonang, just wanted to let you guys know.
Yes sir. So looking at the markets are also open. You can
Sorry, and Chad, markets are open and in motion. This is the official round one. Ding, ding, ding. Fight.
Beautiful stuff. So looking at the market, the way it is, I'm still expecting the market to decline from where it's sitting at least to this previous value here. Then I can be able to break even from my trade I took on Friday, and then the one that I added again, and then the one that I added. So I have got 3 running trades. 2 are currently in drawdown, and then the first one is currently in profits. I'm expecting the market to come down at least to this PRV, and then we can look for buys from there. Now, jumping into gold. Remember, gold, I don't take it that much, but I do dummy trades. So, seems like the dummy trades are coming up very well. Unfortunately, here, when we spoke about on the 24-hour stream, I spoke about the change that has already transpired. Therefore, despite the fluctuations, so whenever I say fluctuations don't really matter, this is a perfect example of what I mean. If you have a change that has already happened, it's just a matter of time before we reach there. But then the question is, how many times will you be brutalized before we arrive? Do you get my point? So that's where prop firm trading comes back into position. I mean, even if this position, let's look at this position here. If I took this position here on the first like that, and I had no stop loss, do you think I could be out? No, I wouldn't. This is the reason why prop firm trading is important. And if you don't know about prop firm, kindly check out the 2G's prop firm partner, which is Vault Funder there. Go and read. Just read. Don't even jump into anything before reading. Read, understand, be familiar with that, and then make your own research again on internet, Google, whatever. You can just read and understand what is a prop firm, and then the prop firm then will save you from these kind of disasters like this. This year would have been a good trade, but because of this year, boom, the market takes you out, and then after taking you out, what does the market do? All the way upward there. But then educational purposes is very simple. Getting a prop firm account would have saved you from all this. And then after that, what is the flip? The flip is bigger than the drawdown itself. Boom, then boom, TP, done. You see that? Very, very smooth. Enjoy yourself. So you will be cruising nicely. So that dummy trade really played out, as you can see. I think this one, we took it on Friday. Literally on a Friday one, the turning point now. He had no much of a drawdown, and then it started to rally all the way to the calculated TP as it was suggested. Now today again we have another calculated target, which is this one here. So price is actually still projected to be going to 39.80. That's the new price where gold is going. Now the question is here now, will you enter a buy there? I wouldn't. You know why? Look at the range of a stop loss. Remember, stop loss usually is, just look at that. For me, I wouldn't take this trade, but if I'm to take it, I would have to go at least to lower time frames and try to find a way to stop loss a bit limited. Let me show you something. When we hit the target of the first here, it's more like a breakout kind of a thing. And then the market, what did the market do? The market then retested that breakout and then started to rally up. So I think buying there is okay. And then stop lossing from the TP of the first will be actually better, you know. Though the stop loss might be tight, but that's basically a best risk reward ratio an individual will ever do. You want to stop loss at least below, a bit below in terms of broken structure. That broken structure, you just stop loss below it there. Provided price would want to play the way it wants to do before going up, it can come here and then eventually turn all the way. Or price can actually run from where it is sitting all the way to the TP. Nevertheless, it's a dummy trade. Let's see how this dummy trade goes. I'm not taking this one, but it's bullish. Everything is bullish on gold. All the way to 39.80. Beautiful stuff. Let's see how that goes. And then let's monitor my shorts on NASDAQ. Let's see if we'll get it right there. And then as of US 30, let's see. Yeah, perfectly done. Still monitoring my cells, running them smoothly. Just imagine, guys, the rally that this thing did from here all the way there.
Was that Friday?
Yeah. Think of it. Friday was massive. If it was not a prop firm, will I survive? I can't. Hi. Yo. You see why I prefer prop firm? Just look at the rally this thing did. Shoo. I'm sitting there at my daily limit of 100,000 at least from here. I'm just gonna pray. Right now I'm just praying for a break even here, but it's fine. So,
Are you short from there?
I'm short from here.
Okay.
1, and then short from here 2 during New York session on Friday, and then the third one is this one.
Okay, so it's getting close to break even.
Yeah, it has to. It has to.
Chat already in. Is that you, Bonang?
Which one?
No, you finished with your analysis.
Yeah, I'm done, sir.
All right,
I'm done.
all right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Chad, there's the trade. Gold, let's see what she's going to do. Popped up, I think, 10, 20 pips, 18. Okay. Super bullish here. Taking this on this little break back into the upside. As you can see, order flow was relatively bearish to the downside here. You can see there breaking lows. And then with this break right there, we basically had a nice little break of structure there, and at the open we broke back above this zone right there. So that is the reason for the longs, expecting us at least to come back to this 2 standard deviation right there, and from here this is where you can potentially see some shorts coming in. But like I said, it's very, very bullish. I was just waiting for that shift from this little bit of a bearish order flow back to bullish. So let's see if we can get our 52. 52 is 52. Okay. Extra 2 pips, like I said. If you're going for lunch or for dinner, give your waiter a good tip. All right. So that is the idea right here. Let's see if this is going to play. If not, that's also fine. Boom, 4 million. I can't buy this. I'll rather miss it. No man, Brian, buy it and then we can hit that TP. German 30 still relatively consolidative. As mentioned, I would love to see what we're going to do in here. this area right there. So currently very consolidative. US 30, nothing for me. We nipped Asia highs, but it's in a very weird zone here. If you look left with me, we effectively have this little range here, and then NASDAQ, very similar daily flip. So dollar one standard deviation above the mean, so we're gonna see what is gonna happen there. Caden Frost, welcome, my brother. Flamena, good morning. Flamena, couldn't miss the G's being back in the building. Flamena actually sent me a message on Friday and she said, Chris, you know what? The 2G stream is almost like eating soup with a fork. You just can't get enough. And I said, that sounds pretty much right. She said, I cannot get enough of it. It's like eating soup with a fork. Streams have that effect on many people.
Bonang, sharpen. No, I'm not okay, my brother. I need to go for a drip treatment. Not well.
You're not feeling well.
Today I'm not feeling well.
Hey, gold must not brutalize us here, because then come on, gold, don't brutalize us here. Are you gonna go to the Ivy Lounge? I'm gonna send you their number.
Yeah, where are they?
Do you feel fluish? Or
I'm tired.
let me send you their number quickly. Let me send you Ivy Drip Lounge. Okay, Ivy Drip Lounge. Tell them what your symptoms is, and then I think they're gonna then just ask them when they have a spot.
Okay.
But they've got a.
Check it. It's empty, this one. Check the contact if you sent.
Is it empty? Oh no. Wait, let me send it again. Ivy. Wait, let's see. Ah, there we. Oh, sorry, man.
Yeah,
There we go.
perfect.
I think they're gonna give you. There's an immune booster one. Let me check. So you're feeling fluish. Ivy Drip Lounge. think you should supercharge. I would say, Bonang, ask them for the supercharge, the 1 liter one.
Okay.
The supercharged drip, the 1 liter.
Okay. I'll do that.
That's gonna make you feel better.
Thank you, sir. I'll do that.
Alrighty, Chad, relatively consolidative here. 15 minute has closed. Let's check the 15 minute. Still closing bullish above this area right here. We're going to need to see some bullish momentum to the upside. Otherwise, we can pull back all the way down here. So I will be monitoring this area right here. Still holding this area. As soon as we get closures below here, that is going to indicate that we could go lower on this. Okay, so relatively sideways here. Dollar did pull back from these highs. This is the first pullback though, so could go for another run of those highs. Okay, US 30 starting to run to the upside, NAS to the upside. So I'm just going to monitor gold here, given maybe say another 5 or 10 minutes. And yeah, we're going to need to start seeing this get a move on. German 30, okay, German 30 is now in the zone. So we need to see what is going to happen here. Daily flip, point of control, 200 EMA and that key zone. All right. However, massive rejection off this previous daily low. Also a little bit of a shift here. So gonna have to see what this is gonna do in this area right here. Okay. Okay, let's see what a Chad. Look at Chris glowing. He just loves the Chad interaction. Hey, Brian, you know it. You don't need a saltwater drip, you need electrolytes. Chris, give us a 20% discount on Ivy's there. Unfortunately not. I don't even get a discount there. But what I want to say though is, before you take the liter drip,
Yes, sir.
just go pee beforehand, because a liter is a lot that goes through your vein. And you're gonna have to lay there for 45 minutes
No problem.
while they administer that drip.
We'll do that, sir.
Roll him a joint, absolutely not. Bonang, get a panel test. You'll be interested on different levels you might need iron, testosterone. Yeah, you must, Bonang, you must actually every start of the year go for a full checkup. Everything.
You know, there's a checkup that I did last time when I went to the hospital. They said I have got too much acid.
Acid.
And then my blood, when they took out the blood,
Very thick.
thick
Yeah.
and black, not red. Hi.
So that's diet. So what you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have to get alkaline in your body. So you must get Multiforce. It's an alkaline powder. It helps with the acidity, so it neutralizes the acidity in your blood. And then you're gonna have to, your diet is a big part of it.
Yeah, I see.
So what blood type are you?
I don't even know.
You must find out. I've got a diet for per blood type.
I see.
But it's the food that makes you sick. So if your diet is healthy, very likely all of that will subside.
I see.
But we'll get him healthy, Chad.
Thank you.
We'll get Bonang healthy.
And says get red wine. Drink red wine.
Chris has become... No, actually, Sage, I read, what's her name's book? Tony Robbins, this book. Tony Robbins' books, it's on health. He basically interviewed this one, Life Force. So this book is all about medical advances and research. So in one of the chapters, they actually talk about the body being acidic. So if your body's too acidic, then that's obviously not good. And it talks about alkaline that you need to basically neutralize the acidity. So a lot of your mood, a lot of how you feel is based on that. And for instance, stress causes acidity. A bad diet causes acidity. So that's actually where I saw it. He did an interview with a specialist as well, where he talked about blood acidity levels. Tony Robbins. Here it is. I'm gonna drop it here for you guys. He's got a...
See, Brian says no stop loss acid. The acid is caused by no stop loss, bro.
Yeah, Chad, it's a very interesting read. Yeah, you guys can go check it out. Alkaline versus acidic foods. And yeah, that's where it talks about the acidity in your body. Okay, so go check it out. Stop losses will increase the acidity. I'm also very acidic. That's why I looked it up. For instance, if you get heartburn, all of that stuff is basically what comes from high acidity levels in your body. Alrighty, let's see Chad. Will we be brutalized?
Oh, we will brutalize the market. There's always one way or the other.
I think I might be out already. Let's just see. No, still in. Barely.
When it's like that, you don't increase your SL.
Uh-uh.
You just wait for it.
I just wait for it to charm my SL.
I see. But say if I increase it.
You increase? Nah, the idea was that it should have run from here. So no SL increase. Now keep that bullet if there's a re-entry opportunity.
I see.
So yeah, it sniffed my SL there. Came to sniff it.
Oh.
If it runs from here, then you feel lucky.
Oh.
It's like, yo, just came to sniff out your SL.
That's the funny part about SL. It works like magnet. Like, you see the way this thing is dropping. It's like it wants that stop loss, and then after that, what does it do? It either goes your way.
No, if it doesn't continue from here, then it's gonna
That's
come.
M5?
Yeah.
Let's see what the new candle will do.
If it doesn't continue from here, then it is very likely to come all the way back here. Told you, Chad, just sticking it out to my rules. Untested breakouts on weekly, you know. Hey! There we go. I mean, I waited for this. She was nervous here. Like, damn, can this man eat? Inducement. I'll look it up, Plomena. I'll look up the inducement here. Bro, you are too far from your mic.
It means me.
Yeah. Alrighty, Chad. Can't really manage here at this stage now. So we are either going to be investors here, or we're going to take the first SL for the week. Stick around, find out in the next episode. Do we survive, or did we get sliced like chickens? Dollar starting to make its way lower, so this mid-range comes back into action here. US 30 still range bound, same with NAS. I don't think there's going to be much happening here during London. Gonna see what's going to happen at 10 o'clock. Gold very likely to continue down lower, but we are pretty invested into this position right here. German 30 into that zone right now, so we're going to see what is going to happen. Do we get the rejection, or do we break out of that zone? So still very range bound there as well. So we're going to have to wait and see. Chris, how was your business class experience? Jenna was actually good. I'm not gonna lie. So the flight back, we were obviously sitting in economy, and I told Keegs that business class flight on Friday was actually very good. So yeah, actually very lucky that sitting right in front of the plane. Got in first, got out first as well. Dollar took our previous weekly high. Let's see if we get that reversal on dollar. Oh, you're right. There's that previous weekly high. Chris, what was your worst losing streak, and what did you do to recover from it? Worst losing streak. Yes. I think it has to be. It was pre-COVID. What you need to do is to stop immediately, my brother. That's the thing. Somebody that goes into a losing streak, they start to fall into gambler's fallacy, where you think just doing the same thing eventually is going to get you paid, which is completely wrong. And you almost fall into a spiral where you just become numb to what you are doing. So the best thing is to stop immediately. Stop trading live accounts, stop trading challenges, and to go back on your trades, to go and establish what it is you're doing. That is where a journal becomes very important. You don't have to overcomplicate your journal. I've shown the guys many a times how to journal. And then you start to look at what times of the day you're starting to take your trades. So you can start to build almost a heat map to say, for instance, the majority of your losses came during, let's say, pre-market. So before the market opened, the majority of your losses came pre-market. Then you can see, okay, where was the majority of your wins? The majority of your wins came, say, an hour into the market open. Now you start to get an idea of, okay, so my losses are concentrated during this time of the day, let's say pre-market. So now you know, okay, pre-market is not working for me. So there's no need to try and take trades pre-market. And now you see the majority of your wins come an hour after market has opened up. So then obviously the direction is more clear. So now you start to work your way back. Then secondly, now you need to go and look at the positioning of your trades. Where are you taking your trades? So your losses are usually going to happen at two places. If the market is not strong trending, you're going to see that a lot of your losses are going to be close to session highs. So you are basically trying to take breakout trades and you are going, for instance, long at the daily high, session high, all of that. Now it's a case of, okay, flip, my losses are, I'm trading at the high of the day or I'm trying to sell at the low of the day. Now you can be like, okay, how many times do we really break out from a high of the day or from a low of the day? And then once you start working back on that, that is when you start to realize, okay, I need to maybe not take these trades. Even if the trade looks good, I'm not taking the trade there. And then you need to find that golden thread between what your losses look like and what your winners look like. And you cannot do that unless you journal your trades. And for the most part, why a lot of guys don't journal their trades is because they are machine gunning. You're taking 10 trades a day, and you're not even gonna be in the mood to journal 10 trades, because 80% of those trades you don't even know why you took them yourself. So already the first thing is taking less trades. That's already gonna help your P&L, trading less, and then also going back on your journal. But that is how you basically figure out what is going on with your trading. Because if you really think about it, trading is very simple. As we open up on the daily, we either going to trade towards the previous daily high or we're going to trade towards the previous daily low. If you really think about it. So now, if you know that, now it's just a case of figuring out where to can we go. Now you can start to take, for instance, your daily open level where price opens up. Now, if we're starting to trade or if we're starting to trend bullish above the daily open level, then it's very likely that we can try and go for that previous daily high or the session high that was created during Asia, and vice versa for your daily low, previous daily low. And then if you want to look for potential shorts, we've spoken about this many a time, is let's say this is a previous daily high. If we fail to hold above that previous daily high, let's say during Asia, or even say pre-market, then it is very likely going to try and trade back to your daily open level that is maybe sitting somewhere here. And then that daily open level also becomes your daily flip, and your daily flip is a massive support and resistance area. So price will either find support at your daily flip, come back to that previous daily high, or it's going to act as a level where price can trade through, and now you trade to the other spectrum of the chart. So that is how trading works. And then if you want to take it a step further, you can mark out your session highs and lows, and the same will happen there. We bought, Chris took ports. No, you shouldn't do what I'm doing. Never. Never, never. So if you are a reversal trader, your only thing you should be looking at is daily highs and lows, session highs and lows, and all you wait for is a fake out. If you want to trade reversals, because that is likely where the reversals can occur, and if there's no reversal and there's a continuation, it's not your trade. Wow, makes so much sense. Thank you, Chris. I just hit a 9-trade losing streak on the breakout strat I trade, and it's been brutal. Yeah, Callan, that's the thing with breakouts. Like I mentioned, somebody asked me last week about losing streaks on my story, and I said it's very. The question I asked back to the gentleman was that, are you trading a reversal strat, or are you trading a breakout strat? And the reason I asked that is that you are going to go into periods. Your reversal. Okay, I chalk that a little bit. You are going to go into periods where breakout trades are going to work phenomenally. For instance, on gold. If there's a lot of volume, breakout trades work beautifully. If you are trading a reversal strat, gold may have been very tough for you, because every little pullback just gets bought up. So trying to catch reversals on gold the last couple of weeks would have been tough. Okay, so that is why I say if you trade breakouts, you have to be very aggressive with your risk management. You have to be very, very aggressive with your risk management. If I was considering this as a breakout trade, I would have gone break even on that break of the session high there. Okay. Because here's the thing. Session high is either going to induce volume or it's going to reverse. Okay. No, Brian, Keegan gave me a lecture here this morning. So this is NCS. He's like, yeah, no more of this copyright music. No more copyright. So this is NCS, my brother. There it is. We are in our NCS era again. What's the word of the day? I'm going to give you the word of the day quickly. Give me 1 second. Let me give you the word of the day. Okay, word of the day. The struggle is the signal. Okay, struggle isn't failure. It's the process working. Most people quit right before it clicks. Don't be most people. Okay, struggle is part of the process. I was trading EU and GU and my results were amazing in July and August. Those pairs became choppy, which is when I started getting clapped. Yeah, it could be. Hi Chris, have you guys created a 2G song on Sumo AI? We've had a few songs that what's the name created for us. Stofy. Alrighty, gold back into the range we go. Okay, NASDAQ going for that wick full. US 30, what is German? Hey, we were sleeping on German 30 here. Nice little break there. Damn. That one was missed. Dollar. ECB. If you could highlight the biggest factors to consider when trading breakouts, what would those factors be? If you could just shoot them out in bullet point. I want to write this down. Callan volume, that's all I'm going to say. Breakouts, you're going to have to trade when there's volume, usually post news, post economic releases. It's going to need to be within the first hour of the session when the volume is the highest. You're going to have to see very strong momentum to the one side. Breakout trades usually don't pause. So if you enter a trade and it starts to pause and start to struggle, then obviously there's not volume. It needs to break, push. Okay, so stops can be, for instance, previous 5-minute candle lows, current candle lows. Yeah, so volume. Because ultimately, if there's no volume, it's not going to push through. Those are the bullet points I can give you, my brother. Bonang, good to meet you yesterday, my brother. Matt Pitt.
Welcome, welcome. Enjoy yourself. Smoothness all the way, my bro.
Chad, this was a goodie. However, we were sitting in gold here. Nice little break back below that area there. Nice little support resistance trade below the 200. Daily flip. Point of control. As clean as it gets. US 30 still. I sent my mentor my trading plan PDF, but he immediately asked, are these Rolexes? It's good to know when not to. Chad is lying. He just sent me Rolexes. Unless that was an encrypted message, Brian. I was actually going to read it again. Maybe Brian encrypted his trading plan in it. Hey, Bonang has NASDAQ TP hit. Oh, yeah. Bonang is short. No, it's
not
far
yet.
from.
Very far. So this is a day move.
What did they say, Bonang? Are they going to help you today? The trip lounge.
I'll go immediately after this stream. What's the time? 2:10.
You can go if you're not feeling well, my brother.
Yeah. Let me just complete these emails here.
Hi Chris, do you know why the market spiked like this? Somebody mentioned the French Prime Minister resigned, I believe. Right, you know, it's an everyday story with mathematics. Never go against the 2 G's in Bonang's voice. Our gold is still consolidating around that level. I'm going to see at 10 o'clock what happens if we don't get some either stops or some momentum, because we are effectively just stuck in the 60 pip range.
Okay, it seems NASDAQ is going to respect the move all the way to where it is sitting there. We expect this market to continue falling, and then from the CV again we expect the market to continue falling and break that key zone to 24,678.24. But then there's another issue here. Before maybe going down, there's a possibility that we may go to that key zone there and then we may come down. Or we may flip in from there as a leg continuation to the down. So that's why I took these trades there. I'm expecting this thing to drop all the way down like that. If the fear of not being left out should be the reason of entering there. So you have to accommodate that factor that the market may come here first and then can go down. That's it for me on NASDAQ. Then going to US30, still same situation of holding. PRV is 46,519.70. So if price reaches here, the next thing to do is to buy for me. If price reaches here, the next thing is to buy and target that TP again, which is 996.86. Nevertheless, thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you, my brother. Let me know if you've come right.
Yeah. I'll just
take it easy today.
All right, thank you so much. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, my brother. Alrighty, chat. Can we... Oh no. I hope we don't get induced into a TP here. Oh shit. Oh damn. I think we got induced into a TP here, Bonang. We were trying to go for a stop and then we got induced to a TP maybe. I don't know. Maybe we still hit stops, but...
Boom! That's a job for you guys. Don't you tell us.
Chad.
See you tomorrow.
That's it, Chad. Unfortunately, we got induced into a... I must look into this inducement because hitting these TPs absolutely getting scammed, yeah. Alrighty, Chad, beautiful. That is a W on the inducement take profit, something that will be in our new course loading. So how the inducement how the inducement works is it first goes close to your stop loss, makes you nervous a little bit. It induces you to close the trade and then boom, TP. But yeah, chat, beautiful trade. I wouldn't say beautiful trade, really messy. I was actually expecting on this candle here, I was expecting it here. So, but nonetheless, sometimes you have to work a little bit for the trades. I can think of a lot of more tougher things to do than to sit and wait for a trade to hit TP. Chris, can we hold? My brother, you can do whatever your plan tells you to do. 52 is me. We are already 2 standard deviations above the mean. Not saying we cannot go higher, but this is enough for me, my brother. This is the issue with me telling you where to go for the trade when I'm out of the trade is that I've got no emotional involvement with the trade now. So now I can tell you, hey, my brother, you can go put your target there, because I'm not emotionally or financially invested in the trade anymore. So my investment into this trade ended when it hit TP there. So that is why you have to figure it out for yourself as to what your targets are. If I look at, let's just do this quickly. Let's put on the pivots here quickly and see where we can go to potentially. Okay, so there we are. So I'm going to say potential targets could be here. My only thing is, how do we get there? It is very likely that we can come all the way back down here, consolidate here, and then only later push up there. So that's why I say it needs to be what is within your plan. Because also now, if I give you a target and we say after we TP now, this thing comes all the way down here, you are not going to take responsibility for your trade actions, because you're going to say, oh, but Chris, you said it can go there. So that's where you need to start taking ownership of your own trade, because otherwise you're always going to shy away from taking responsibility for your actions in your trading. You're going to say, but oh, Ruck said in the chat this and that. No, what Ruck said is what he's doing, or so he takes responsibility for that. Channel back to being monetized, I guess. Yes. Why are so many ads today? We are back to being monetized. Chris, thoughts on DAX under previous day? Fabsy, no. The trade was here, my brother. So if you missed it, yeah, you missed the trade. There was your 200. There was your break back below the structure. So no, I wouldn't chase it down here. Yeah, no Fabs. It can move, but I wouldn't chase it from here. You're gonna almost have to wait for some type of consolidation here before. But I wouldn't. Yeah, Fabs. Your trade was here. That was your trade. I have to build that Malaysia spending. Have to build. No, Chad, to be honest with you guys, we lost our monetization. Nothing against Bonang or anything, but there were 4 streams where Bonang made some claims, and yeah, YouTube almost chalked the channel. So we lost our monetization. I think it was for 4 months. So we had to put in an appeal. We had to do a full audit on our channel. I think it was that one stream where Bonang was like, boom, too much money. And YouTube was like, sure, exaggerated claims, all of this. So yeah, I think so yeah, our appeal got approved on, I think, a week ago. That's why after those, it was 4 streams. We had to give Bonang some PR training on what he can say and what he cannot say. That's why you guys couldn't give donos or anything. I actually felt so bad to tell Bonang, like, hey, my brother, we almost lost our channel, so we got to turn down on some of the things we say. Chad, but I'm not gonna lie, there was a time where me and Keeks were stressing a bit, because you're gonna lose your channel. Your channel just gets nuked into oblivion. And it's like you put in all this time and effort to build a channel, and then it just gets obliterated. No, so Conan, YouTube actually has a team, and so I think there were 18 strikes, and I basically went through all of the live streams, and the ones that I felt were unfair, we appealed, and there were 4 where Bonang, just like not knowingly, like not trying to say something that's not allowed, but he did say some things that's not allowed in their policy guidelines. So YouTube has got AI, and then they also have people watching the stream, going through it and checking it. So no, so YouTube is very, and also if you become a YouTube partner, then obviously I don't want to say you're more strictly regulated, but they are more strict on what you do. Did Bonang move with someone to pee? Donnie is currently staying with Mo. He's still looking at places to stay. I told him to rather stay with Mo because Mo's got a nice place as well. And I said rather stay with Mo for a month or two, check out the different places, because usually what happens is you look on Property 24 and you get a spot and then you see maybe it's not great or the traffic is bad from there to the office. So I told him come down for a month or two, drive around, live a little bit, and then you can see, okay, maybe I want to live in that spot because weekends I go there. Then you can make a much better choice at where you want to live. Keeks wants that silver YouTube plaque. But he is alone. Not alone. He's got us here, but in terms of moving down, he came down solo. Gotta remember, Bonang doesn't really have family, guys. The only real family he's got is us here at the office. You guys. But then you just ask Shix. He is the YouTube police. Who's Shix, Brian? I don't know who's the Shix you talk about. Nice, Ash. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. You got Rydell's channel back. Nice. Brian, yeah, but I think the thing with Rydell, I told Keeks, Rydell was always going to get his channel back because the reason he lost it, impersonating Rydell Fix, but he is Rydell Fix, so as soon as you send in your docs, unless if it was something more serious, but impersonation, he was always going to get his channel back. The process might take a little bit longer. Do you think gold is going to hit 4,000? My brother, what I'm looking at for gold is the following. We've spoken about this. That is my target. If we get there by the end of the year, I don't know. But that is likely your target for gold, your yearly R4. So we've spoken about it many a time. If you hold above the yearly R1, same as with the daily pivots, you're going to go to the yearly R2. If you hold above the yearly R2, you're going to go to the yearly R3. If you hold above the yearly R3, you're going to go to the yearly R4. We haven't really done any retest here on yearly R3, so at some stage we could come back here, but yeah, we are now in this zone. I almost want to say you can do something like this. Okay, between the yearly R3 and the yearly R4, you can mark out that 50%. And that 50% is basically at 4,000. So I think this could be a little bit of a turnaround point for gold if we start to reject there and a little bit of a corrective move down, or we're going to consolidate around that level before the next punch up. Also, if you look at gold seasonality, we've talked about this. We are going into the season where gold is very strong. So let's quickly get the gold seasonal chart on here. So if I pop this down here, let's quickly look at it. Let's get it nice and big for you guys. Okay, let's look at it here. October, usually a weaker month for gold, tends to bottom out end of October. November, very strong for gold. December, somewhat of a pullback, and then we run all the way into Feb. Okay, so Feb is usually a seasonal high for gold, and then you can go into a corrective phase. So yeah, we are going into the season October, end of October, November, going into December. Gold is going to be very strong. So yeah. But like I mentioned to you guys last week on gold, keep it very simple. If it's above the 200 EMA, you're purely looking for buys. If it's below the 200 EMA, you're purely looking for sells. Even if you miss some of the sells, you're not gonna get yourself into trouble. Okay. That's the only thing you do this week. 5-minute 200 EMA, while it's above, you look for buy setups. While it's below, you look for sell setups. And you don't even have to buy a course for that little nugget I dropped. I'm not even going to charge you for that. That's free. Chris, read my previous comment. Let's just see. Sorry, Brian, I see it's here on top chat and not live chat. Give me 1 second. Let me just check it, Brian. You got Rydell's channel for sure. So here's the thing I've noticed over a couple of months. Friday's trend, Monday continues. If Friday is range, then Monday is meh. Just a trick if you have that Monday fear to trigger. Alright, chat. So Brian's saying... okay, let's quickly make some notes here for you guys. Shot for that, Brian. Okay, let's quickly check here. So, Friday is trending. Then that is going to equal into Monday, continuing the trend. If Friday is a range... Friday is a range, then Monday is also range bound and choppy. There you go, Chad. So if we look at what Brian said there, Friday was Friday was a little tough. I took my trade on Friday. I think it was I think I took my trade on Friday there. Yeah. This is where I got brutalized on Friday. My trade was there. This was 4:45. And I just got brutalized. I literally just got brutalized there. I was bullish. I should have actually taken it on this this test here, but because that move was so strong down, I waited for a support to be formed and a break of structure there. And as soon as we got this, I had the idea that we can now push back to that range high. But it was Friday. It was pretty chop. So I unfortunately got brutalized on that move. But again, I was purely bullish. Shot for that, Brian. Ladies and gents, Brian gave you guys that free of charge. He's not going to charge you anything for that. So give a thanks there to Brian. Spot on. Everyone should just go check it, but it's solid. Because 50 is 50, baby. There you go. 50 is 50. Brian, 50 should be the norm on gold, eh? 50 is 50. That should be the norm. But yeah, Chad, there's a lot of ways to trade. As much as we always banter about trading, end of the day, whatever you need to do to be positive. 50 is the old 10. I mean old like 2000. Yeah, it's almost like yellow is the new black. Yeah, whatever you need to do to be profitable, do that. No right or wrong. Don't get caught into the hype of what you see on social media. That can detract a lot from your trading progress, especially if you start to jump from strategy to strategy. You see this guy posting 1,000 pips there and posting 4,000 pips there, and now it's like, yo, this guy is doing well, let me look at it. Now he jumped there. Imagine 10 pip traders telling 50 pip traders can't trade. Oh shit. Weeks worth of work in one trade, Brian. In 4 weeks, you've done a year's work. In 3 months, you've done 4 years' work. Chris, thoughts on supply and demand strategy? Nothing wrong with it. Dude, there's nothing even wrong with ICT, supply and demand, SMC. There's nothing wrong with any of it. The day you understand probabilities and you understand risk to reward, you realize that if whatever you use, if you can over a sample of 20, 30, 40, 50 trades make money with it, there's nothing wrong with it. If you think about supply and demand, there's nothing. Kribo, did you see? Yeah, Rix. I love the man. I know, unpopular opinion. I love Elon. Obviously, he's not perfect, but the thing that stands out for me with Elon is his work ethic. And yeah, I don't think. Look, if you part of the top 100 richest people in the world, obviously all of them, or the majority of them, have something special about them. But Elon is, Chad, is just a different dude. Elon is just a completely different dude. I don't really understand 10 pips trade, honestly. Jen, so what you do is you go for 10 pips. That's how it works. Ash, me and Brian spoke about it the other day. And this is also something that since I started streaming, me and Brian had a chat about a month ago. And here's the thing with 1-to-1. If you think about the average daily range of, say, a instrument, let's say you've got your average daily range. Think about it this way: you've got your average daily range. Let's say this annotates your average daily range high and your average daily range low. Now within that daily candle, you're going to open up somewhere. There's going to be a opening level of price. Okay. Then within that day, you're going to have a bottom wick, and you're also going to have a top wick somewhere. Okay. And then also you're going to have a body of that candle. So that candle's somewhere going to have a body, and it's going to have its wicks. Alright, so let's think about it this way. Now, let's say that average daily range, and I'm just going to use an arbitrary number here. Let's say that average daily range is on gold, 100 pips. Okay. That is your entire average daily range. That is bottom wick, top wick, everything included. So now, let's say we remove 30% of that daily range. Let's say 40, that makes more sense. 40% of that daily range is going to be accrued towards your top and bottom wick. Okay, so that leaves us now with 60 pips. Okay, that leaves us with 60 pips for your body of your candle. Okay. Now, how many times do we actually deviate 2 standard deviations from what our average daily range is? Okay, not a lot. Now, if I'm looking at probability tells me that if my take profit of a 1-to-1 is firmly within, let's say, what the average body of a daily candle is, then I can hit that target more times than not. But if I've got exuberant targets of 1-to-4, 1-to-8, 1-to-12, these are outliers. These are statistical outliers. The frequency of them happening is a lot less. So if I had to draw you a frequency chart of how many times those levels will get hit, it will look something like this. Okay. If you look at your frequency, so let's say let's do this. Let's say price level is there, and then let's say frequency. Let's do this frequency chart. Okay, so that is your 50 pips there. Let me just clean up this chart for you guys quickly. That is 50 pips there. That is 100. That is 150. So now on your frequency chart, you're going to see some type of concentration. Okay. Okay, so now you're going to see something like this, frequency over time. That you're going to get a lot more hits around the 50, and you're going to have something like this. So now it's a case of looking at this frequency chart. Where did we get the most hits? We got the most hits here on 50. So now, why would I try and aim for that if we hit that so seldomly? Okay, here's the majority of the hits. The frequency is around this level, 50 pips. And Brian will tell you, he's been trading 1-to-1s for many years, and he's doing very well for himself. Chris, why standard deviation, not average true range? Let's look at the formula for average true range. Let's see, what is the formula for average true range? Okay, let's look here. What is the formula for... Okay, current prior average true range plus multiplied by 13 plus divided by 14. Calculation is based on a 14. The period can be intraday, daily, weekly, true range, and plotted. I think it could be very, very similar to... Let's actually have a look here. Let's have a look here. I just like the standard deviations. It's simple. It's uncomplicated. It's decluttered. Let's actually quickly have a look now that you mention it. Just want to clean this up quickly for us. Let's quickly have a look at what data the ATR gives us. ATR. Okay. Okay. Daily. Yeah, you see this is giving us 53 is the expected average true range. And you can see our average currently for the last 20 days is 26. So 50 is not wrong, because the last 2 weeks, let's actually let's quickly check. Just check, what is this one called? 513 ADR. Five, 1, 3. First 14. So I'll change this quickly. Let's just make it 10. I'm not gonna publish it. Okay, let's see if I only jumped by 2. Yeah. Good, only jumped by 2. Yeah, you can use it if you want to, my brother. I would rather use the ATR as a volatility indicator. I wouldn't use it as an absolute. I would rather use it as a volatility indicator. So as your ATR starts to rise, it's gonna start showing you that price could potentially build up into a big position, and you can use your ATR for stop losses. Okay, so if your ATR is 3.7, you can say 3.7 times 1.25 to get you give you a stop loss. So I would rather use it for something like that, but not necessarily targets. It's a volatility, but not a measure like standard. Ah, thanks so much, Carl. Yeah, there you basically, yeah. So ATR, beautiful. You can use it for stop losses. So let's say, for instance, you wanted to take a long there. You can look at your ATR. It was 4, so it's $4. Give it a safety factor of 25%. So you go 4 times 1.25, and that gives you a 50. All right. Alrighty, Chad, but good session here. Gold still going bullish. We'll see what London is going to produce first. Dollar index, nice little bounce there, as mentioned, bullish. On the daily, it seems like we're going to fill out that range very quickly today. US trading nothing for me at this stage. I'm just going to wait and see what NYSE is going to bring for us. NASDAQ as well, relatively range bound. Gold, we, like I said, bullish for me. A little bit of a journey we had to take before we hit that TP. German 30, there was a nice trade there. I wasn't too locked in on that. We were already positioned on gold. I think it was Fabzi asking me about shorts here. That's why I said I wouldn't necessarily take the shorts there. So you can see I think this potentially could have gotten a lot of guys bearish. And look at that, just straight back above that daily. So yeah, your higher probability trades are going to happen around your point of control in your daily flip. So yeah, Fabzi, if you are still on stream, I'm going to say, if you want to look at some positioning, this is your area. But the fact that we are now trading back above that previous daily low, we could potentially see something like this a little bit later now, where we're going to the opposite end if we flip bullish on the day. Okay. But Chad, that was the session. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, we came out on top. See if we can do the same. Chris, why do you think the XY surge didn't affect the gold buys? Okay, Tabang, quickly, very good question. I don't know if you saw over the weekend, there's been new leadership elected in Japan. So the yen is obviously a safe haven. Yen losing a little bit of its safe haven appeal because of that. So what happened now, instead of safe haven investors going into the yen, they're flocking into gold. then also remember that the dollar is still considered a safe haven currency as well. The dollar is still the reserve currency of the world. We trade gold in dollar, we trade oil in dollar, we trade a lot of the commodities are still dollar denominated. So now if there's an influx of demand for gold, what's going to happen? You need dollars to buy gold. Now if you need dollars to buy gold, what is going to happen? There's going to be an increased demand for dollar, if that makes sense. So now the demand happens for gold, okay? There's your demand surge on gold. But now, for you to buy gold, you are going to require dollars. Am I right? Okay. Now, if you want to buy a lot of gold, you're going to need a lot of dollars. So that is effectively also going to surge the price of the dollar. Does that make sense? I hope it does. But that is it. Supply and demand. Alrighty, Chad. We will see you guys this afternoon, 3 o'clock. Also, some very good stuff coming up for you guys. We are busy formulating something for you guys with XM, whereby you will get paid back on every trade you take. That was part of the meeting over the weekend. So every single trade, instead of paying commissions, you will be paid commissions. Okay, so you won't be paying commissions, you will get paid for every single trade you take, and that money goes straight into your trading account. You can withdraw it, you can trade with it, you can do whatever you want. That is gonna be something that we'll be introducing hopefully in the next week. What is today? 10th. Yeah. Hopefully by Friday we can introduce that for you. Introduce that for you guys. So yeah, I think not a lot of guys do that, but yeah, you guys will get money back on every single trade, and I believe it's on a daily basis. You will get that money. It's either on a daily basis or weekly basis. No strings attached to it. You trade and you get money back on it. You get paid. 2G's pulling deals that actually matters. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know, Chad. Do you want to pay commissions or do you want to get paid? That's Chris, are those real gaps on pairs? I think it is. I think it is. So even winning trades, losing trades, you get paid commission for every trade, Ricardo. Every single trade, winners or losers, you will get paid. And then, yeah, Chad, I don't want to give away too much, but I'm very excited about it, giving back to you guys. So, yeah, let us finish that up, wrap that up for you guys. I think it's going to be round about, you're going to get up to, I think it's about 100 to 150 Rand per round lot. So gold could be higher. I think gold could be like 250 Rand per lot, because remember, you're not paying commissions, you're getting paid. But yeah, we're gonna finalize that for you guys. All right, chat. But thank you so much, Brian. Thanks so much for joining. Please tell Plamena we unfortunately got induced into a take profit. We'll try and lose one this afternoon so that she can get stuck into us, but for now we've got a W on the board. And Chad, peace and love. See you guys a little bit later. Cheers.
Now you got me out in the deep. Feeling I'll be wrapped around your neck. When you burn me out like a cigarette. Yeah. Drifting in the city, no sleep. Don't know where we headed for next. Maybe we should get lost in a sweet escape.
You tease me and you touch me. I'm going crazy about it. Keep saying that it's nothing. So tell me what to do. I'm losing all my cool. Feeling like ain't nobody else around us. Ain't nobody else around us. Got me breaking all my rules. It's only me and you. Feeling like ain't nobody else around us. Ain't nobody else around us.
Yeah, tell me lies like you mind. Crazy out of time flies. We begin to sky high. So what? Hey, no rush. Hey, turn the lights out. Do you wanna level up? Baby, let me fill your cup before we out of here. Do you wanna take it slow? Just tell me no.
You tease me and you touch me. I'm going crazy about it. Keep saying that it's nothing. So tell me what to do. I'm losing all my cool. Feeling like ain't nobody else around us. Ain't nobody else around us. Got me breaking all my rules. It's only me and you. Feeling like ain't nobody else around us. Ain't nobody else around us. Yeah.
Go through the fire, break the fire, chasing something true, caught in a bind. Maybe undo, maybe undo. 'Cause when every core felt off and the silence could be better, every motion falling flat, had to leave you, had to leave you. Now you're tired, tired to pulling me back, like a fool to put you to work. With the pain you left still fresh, I can heal you, I can heal you.